Hello everybody, it is your girl Bria Van Kooten and welcome back to Bria Loves Music. Y'all, we are here finally with the Teyana Taylor review. It's finally here. It is finally here. It has been long awaited for the escape room and she is finally here. So I'm going to separate my videos into two different videos. This video we're going to be talking about the visual album, and then I'm going to do another video to talk about the album and actually sit and listen to the words, to the narrations, to the music, and actually sit. Because you know, when you're watching a visual, yes, you're listening to the words, but you're also paying attention to what you see. So I want to dissect both. We're going to talk about the visuals in this one because I really paid attention to what I was looking at. And then the next one, in the next video, I'm going to actually sit, listen to the words and the narrations and really dissect that. So stay tuned for the next video for the music review, album review. In this one, we'll be talking about the visuals. So let's get into it. Come on, Calandria, Janae, Roland.
No one calls me that.
We are talking about Janet Jackson. That's my girl, okay? I love Janet, the blueprint, period. You need your time. Hey, look, y'all. I got hot in the sky. My pain. So shout out to Teyana for securing that Amazon Prime slot because that is fire. A big feat to have your visual album on Amazon Prime, like that's fire. So I woke up this morning because I was so tired last night that I couldn't even stay up until midnight to film anything. So I was like, when I wake up in the morning, that's what we'll do. So as soon as I woke up this morning, I said my prayers, I got my breakfast ready, and I ate my breakfast and watched the visual on Amazon Prime. And I took some notes. I recorded some video footage as well because with Amazon Prime, if you don't know, you can't screen record on Amazon Prime. So I couldn't screen record and do a live reaction. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna take some notes and I'm gonna record and take pictures of like little clips and insert it while I'm talking about it. So, because Amazon don't play that. They very strict over there, okay? It said no screen recording for you. The screen goes black when you try to screen record. So yes, Teyana Taylor, visual album, directed by her as well. I was like, come on. It said Teyana Spike T Taylor. I said, yes, Spike T. Yes. I love it. Like, so talented, so creative, and the full visual was just so well put together. Like, come on, director. Come on, creative team in general, the whole team. Shout out to the whole team. Music direction, everything was just so well put together. The styling, so good as well. Makeup, hair, like it was so well put together. Like I said in a previous Teyana Taylor video, it's giving her version of her lemonade. It's Teyana's lemonade, okay? It's her, like I said in a previous video, it's her Arizona iced tea, because you know she's from New York. She a New York girly like me. It's her Arizona, all right? But yes, y'all, let's get into it. So the visual starts off with the image that says the escape room with smoke in her mouth. Just like to start it off like that, I was like, ooh, because it's like I want to see more. Like, what is it giving? So we got the escape room image, and then that's when it said directed by Teyana Spike T Taylor. And then we get into Taraji doing her narration, and Taraji's narration gave me acrimony. While watching the visual and hearing Taraji in the background, it just gave acrimony. Melinda was in there, okay? So then we get into, it shows like the wedding scene. Of course, Lakeith Stanfield is playing, you know, the Iman character because, like I said, this is Teyana's Lemonade, so it's talking about her marriage and the relationship and how it started off sweet and it ended up sour, and it shows like them in the wedding scene, and then it transitions into a scene with them like kind of tussling with each other and arguing, and like she's sitting on the floor like by herself, and then it zooms into that image of her like on the floor by herself. And then it transitions into one of my favorite looks, her in the red outfit, the red flames. It's like the red top, the red bottoms, with the jacket and then the hat and then the red shoe. Like everything was just red. Her in the flames. She looks so freaking sexy. And then that goes into the song, of course, Fire Girl. She's talking about her being a fire girl. And like I said, that red with the flames. Of course, you know, fire is associated with like the flame. You see the flame, but then the fire, like a fire truck, it's red. And then, you know, she's doing her thing, popping her shit throughout the video. You see the dancers on the side doing their thing. And I like how low-key the dancers are, like how they're styled, how they're portrayed, because Teyana is like the center, which she should be. It's her visual, it's her music. So she's the center, but it portrays that in the visual. And then now at this point, the red coat is off. The beat changes, so she means in business. And then we see Lakeith's character, I'm gonna say Iman, running out of the burning building, you know, that Teyana set on fire because she's the fire girl. She had to set the flame. And I was saying, watching him run out, because she said she left. She had to leave. She left the situation. She had to escape. So seeing him run out, she had to set it ablaze. She had to set it on fire for him to want to leave and him to run out and him to get out. So you saw him run out and then he passed out. And I'm glad I watched the visual first before going into the music, because now when I listen to the album in the next video, I'm gonna picture the visuals and I'm gonna actually see it, and it's gonna connect even better for me. So then of course it goes into, I should have been walked out this bitch a long time. No, a long time is a bop. I definitely did my reaction video too long time when it came out. I will make sure to leave it up here in the cards, so definitely go check that one out, because we're not gonna spend too much time on that because we already talked about it. So then at this point we see Aaron Pierre in the red coat. He pulls up in this red leather coat, and I was saying, because of course Teyana started off in that red outfit, and I was like, ooh, red, they both wear red. Are they supposed to be twin flames? So then now at this point, this is why I like seeing like the full visual together versus like obviously different music videos, because now we see Lakeith, obviously in a long time, we see Teyana locked up in like this cage and she escaped, she's free. Then we see Lakeith's character locked up in the cage because he's still running after her, he's still chasing her. So she trapped him so he can't come and get her. But then once he escapes, he's running after her, and she now has to escape again. She has to run away, and you see her running away. This leads into Back to Life, and she's talking about, why won't you love me back to life? And we see her in this red long dress, continuing with the red theme. She's in this long dress, which gives very much crime scene, because it's the red. It's like she's laying in a pool of blood in that red, and then Aaron's character pulls up next to her. You see like the numbers, you know, when like a crime scene, a dead body's there, you see like the numbers. It's like a crime scene. And then she's in the song, obviously she's saying, why won't you love me back to life? And Aaron's character is over her and he's picking her up, like he's saving her. Now we have the scene, which is one of my favorite scenes, where she's in the hospital bed and now Aaron's is like in a laboratory, and Aaron's character is like taking care of her. He's making sure she's okay. She's hooked up to like the different like IVs and things, and it's like lit up. It's like this kind of like lit up kind of robotish costume, and she ends up escaping from there. She keeps escaping, like that's the theme. She's escaping from different things, and I love that. And then we go into this like dance scene. It's kind of like a ballroom scene where she's like voguish, she's dancing, she's having a good time, and then Aaron's character pulls up in that scene and someone takes him to the back room where Teyana now is in another red look, tied up in these ropes, and she's tied up in all the ropes. Everything is red, even her hair is red now at this point. And red, of course, you know, red represents so many things. It represents a range of emotions. It represents love and passion, which we see, but it also represents danger, anger, and aggression, which we also see throughout the video. So the representation of seeing the red repeating is showcasing all of those emotions. By the end of the song, Aaron's character now is tied up in the rope. Like, he's intertwined in the rope with her. Because before he was out of the rope, now he's tied in the rope. So now he's intertwined, he's involved, and now he's locked in. Like, that's what it's given. Like, he's locked in, he's tied in by the rope. And again, like, I love good visuals. Like, and Teyana just gets it. She comes from the school, I was talking about this with my friend last week. She comes from the school of the legends, like the real legends that we see, the Janets and the Michaels. Like, she studied and seen, and now she is interpreting her own thing, and so good. Now this scene, I know I wasn't the only one. This scene, I was like, oh, this is so sexy. So freaking sexy. It's the intimate scene, like them kissing and touching and holding on each other. Like, it is so sexy and so tasteful. I know I wasn't the only one looking at this be like, I would like to see it. I would like to see it. Like, so sexy. They look so good together. Like, just a sexy ass couple, for real. And then it goes into the morning after, them laying in bed. At this part, I thought it was, oh my God, Bed of Roses. Because I watched the Bed of Roses video. It gave the Bed of Roses vibe, but it wasn't. This song was In Your Head, and at this point she's talking about stop being in your head, like get out of your head, open your heart, just let that hurt go from before. And like I said, the styling is so good. This one look that stood out to me, Teyana in this, like, she's in this like nude look with this like bandeau that's barely covering her chest, this jacket, her body looks great. I just love the neutral colors. Like, she just looks so good, and I love how minimal the styling is. So then at that point, they both let their guard down. They're both like, all right, we're gonna do this. Like, that was the scene, because Aaron's character had held up a gun like he's about to shoot my girl, right? But he ended up shooting to the side. So it was like, yeah, no, I'm okay. I let my guard down. We're gonna be together. And this when Lakeith's character pulls up, I was like, oh, no, he did not pull up. He come pull up, I guess trying to get my girl back, looking hurt. He's scarred up, he's crying. And my girl said, all right, we moving on. Because at this point, she ready, he's like, I'm out of here. She moves on, her and Aaron walks in, and then we get, like I was talking about a few seconds ago, Bed of Roses. And now, because like we talking about you're being in your head, you're letting it go, now we are in a bed of roses because we are in this bliss. Let that old nigga go, and now we got our new nigga. And like long time, I discussed Bed of Roses in a previous video, so I will make sure to link it up here in the cards. Definitely go check it out, because again, I'm not going to delve into that too much because we talked about it already. So now this image was freaking beautiful. At the end, it transitions into them laying literally in a bed of roses. So stunning. The image was so stunning. A rose in Harlem. Like, very, because you know Teyana, she's been calling herself the Rose Honey. So again, keeping up with the red theme, we transitioned into them in the bed of roses. Now, when I said that image was beautiful. So then my girl Regina King comes in with her narration. Like, she had the good people on the narrations. Everybody was coming through. Like, Regina came through, Kerry came through, Sarah Paulson came through, Teyana came through, Issa Rae came through, Kerry Washington came through, and they all came, and I know everybody. Jodie Turner, her narration was fire, was so sexy. She was speaking French. And like, because I know the girls' voices, I was like, oh, that's it, yup, that's Kerry, yup, that's Regina, yup. The only one that stumped me a little was Jodie, because I forget that she is British. I always forget that sis is British, but after a while, I looked through the song list and I was like, oh no, that's Jodie. I forgot my girl is British. But everybody came through. Regina comes through on this narration, and we see like an image of a withered, dying rose. and it transitions into Teyana in full bloom of roses. Like, it was just beautiful to see, because of course we're talking about escaping this toxic situation and going to something and healing and getting out of that, and now you're living again, you know? You see new life, a rebirth. And I wrote this down. Regina says, evil intentions couldn't bear the purity of her heart. I love that. Such a beautiful quote, because even though obviously she had to go through her healing journey, she didn't let that shut her down, shut her heart off, and her heart is still pure, and she was still open to finding something new and just getting back to her. Because it's not only about finding new love, but finding new love with someone else, but also finding yourself again and finding new love within yourself as well. So I love the double entendre of that. So now we are towards the end, and we get to Aaron's character taking Teyana. He's surprising her, and they both have on all white, which I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. Going from, obviously they were wearing red throughout the video, but then connecting it to, in the beginning of the visual, obviously we see her getting married to Iman, Lakeith's character, and they're wearing all white, but then that burned away. We were in the red, and then we transitioned back at the end into the all white, because this is new. Like I just said, this is new. We are rebirth. White represents clean, a clean state, a purity state. So I love that. And he surprised her with the roses in the field, and of course it was a beautiful moment. And then I took a picture of this image of her looking so pretty. Like, it was with her hair up in this style. It was giving very much Janet Jackson, and she just looked so pretty. Even I love the attention to details, because even her nails were white, because before, when she was wearing the all red, if you pay attention, she was wearing, her nails were red as well. But then to transition to everything being white, including the nails, I love that. And then she just looked so light and so free and so pretty in this image. I had to take a picture of it. And then we get into the song Always, and she's saying, I'm getting right back to you. But she's talking about right back to herself, like right back to where she begun, but a newer version of that person. Like I said, a rebirth. I keep saying it, it's a rebirth, which I definitely enjoyed that transition of seeing like the whole story. And then this part brought tears to my eyes, seeing Rue and Junie run up to her through the roses. They came through the roses and started hugging and kissing. It was such a beautiful moment. And what really brought tears to my eyes is when the final narration was Junie. Like, and I was like, oh, it was so beautiful hearing her voice and just her speaking about her mother, reaffirming all the things, positive affirmations onto her mom. Like, it was so beautiful. Like, tears literally came to my eyes. And she was, at the end, she says, thank you for coming back to music, and thank you for coming back to you. And I was like, oh, Junie. No, that part took me out, y'all. Pimped down, like, tears. And I will say, when Junie said that, I was like, I'm glad she didn't give up on music too, because you already know she was like, I'm done with music, I'm not putting out no more music. So I'm so happy that she did not do that, and she's, you know, healed, did what she had to do, and then this was a new lease on her musical life for her. And it was so beautiful, so well put together. And I also love the fact that Aaron's character surprised her with this moment in the roses and with her kids, but we didn't see him again. Like, he went away and she just had that moment with her kids. Like, is not trying to portray an image of like a new family, which was a great way to end off the whole visual. It was so beautiful, so well put together. How the music lined up was so good, because it didn't go in order of how that album goes, because I was trying to follow it with that album on my Apple Music, but it wasn't the exact order. But how they put the visual together and lined up the songs and the narrations, it was perfectly put together. That's what I said, the music direction, the visual, the Teyana for the director, the directorial job, she did a great job. Producers, the whole team, styling, makeup, hair, the set design, like, it was so well put together. So overall, my final thoughts, it was escaping from something toxic. She was escaping that previous relationship, very toxic. She escaped it, she got out of it. Like I said, it was different scenes of her escaping different rooms, different things, leaving. And then you see like her journey, that journey through the healing, her being scared, her being nervous to open her heart again, but doing it because she felt safe enough to, and she was healing through that. And then she escaped back to herself. She escaped back to the journey to herself, but better. A wiser, healed version of herself. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I'm definitely gonna rewatch it because, of course, with this watch, I was taking notes and like working. But next time I want to rewatch it and actually just sit and enjoy, you know, the view. But it was so beautiful, y'all. If you have not seen it yet, definitely go to Amazon Prime and watch it. Y'all who did see it, comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought of it. Let me know what you thought of my thoughts. Comment that down below. Of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow me on my social medias. I will see you guys in the next one because I'm coming right after this with the music review. We're going to talk about the album, the music. We're going to dissect the narration, the lyrics, narrations, and all that good. So definitely stay tuned for the next video. I will see you guys over there. Peace, love, deuces.